is what happens is, these celebrities, they get a call. Okay, they get a call from someone powerful in Hollywood. And that person says, Kamala, you don't have to. It's up to you. But if you don't, they don't say it. But if you don't, you're just never going to get a call again. No more movies, no more concerts. They're asking a really nice way. Important.
And so they don't say that if you don't.
They don't make the threat. They don't need to. But everyone knows what'll happen if you don't. They don't make the threat. They don't need to. But everyone knows what'll happen if you don't.
A lot of people are curious about the status of P. Diddy.
What?
P. Diddy. Diddy.
Something wild just exploded online, and now everybody's watching like it's a live meltdown. This didn't creep up quietly either. It hit fast, loud, and messy, pulling some massive names straight into the spotlight. Elon Musk and 50 Cent are suddenly caught in the middle of a storm that people swear could shake music, Hollywood, and even politics all at once. What started as low-key whispers about power moves, hidden leverage, and buried secrets has turned into a full-blown digital frenzy. Screens are lit up, timelines are heated, and nobody's looking away now.
You could tell that the people in power had gave that reign to Diddy, and Jay was next in line. So
between Diddy and Epstein, there's probably several thousand hours of footage here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. You run. This cannot be all that you have. Is there other stuff that you just have not shown?
Yeah, well, everything couldn't make the. Was 4 episodes.
Right.
So it was a lot. You had to pick and choose things.
I know next year is going to be a number 2, season 2.
I just put it on YouTube.
I just put it on YouTube. Well, we can subscribe and get it. I love it.
At the center of the chaos is a theory social media can't stop chewing on. People believe there's a layered power structure controlling entertainment from the shadows, linking artists, moguls, media giants, and even players way outside Hollywood. Musk brings control of a massive platform, years of stored data, and a reputation for pushing back when others stay quiet. 50 Cent brings documentaries, sharp interviews, and nonstop pressure on an industry he claims survives by protecting its own. Now the questions are stacking up fast. Online reactions are heated, nerves are touched, and the fairy tale version of Hollywood is starting to crack. More voices are saying real power doesn't sit on red carpets or award stages. It hides behind boardrooms, velvet ropes, quiet deals, and enforced silence. And once Musk and 50 made comments that fueled rumor culture, everything escalated fast. To online theorists, Musk owning X isn't just about social media anymore. It's about control, receipts, and who really holds the leverage. To a lot of people online, this represents years of locked-away conversations, private messages, executive side chats, celebrity gossip, political back channels, and deleted texts that were never meant to see daylight. Moments people assumed would stay buried forever are suddenly being looked at differently. Now folks are spiraling, asking if the biggest stories were never meant for headlines at all, but instead sitting quietly inside inboxes and private threads. That thought alone has people losing it online. Viewers keep asking whether Elon would ever pull the curtain back, even just a little. Nothing like that has been confirmed at all, but the possibility alone is enough to keep the rumor mill spinning nonstop.
The end isn't a guess. I've seen the signs. Most people won't be ready once we're there.
Meanwhile, 50 Cent has been loud and relentless, reposting clips, pointing out patterns, calling out connections, and dragging old industry topics back into the spotlight. Now people are connecting dots. Online chatter says these two men from totally different worlds might be aiming at the same target, intentionally or not. Their voices are hitting at the same moment, and rumor culture swears timing is everything. Fans are questioning if entertainment is really about talent and fame, or if it runs on alliances, favors, and quiet agreements nobody wants to explain publicly.
In a documentary, there's a couple things I'll share with you guys on what I took away from it. But Rob, maybe share the clip on how he got access to some of the footage of the documentary. Is this the one, Rob?
Yep.
Go for it.
How did you get that footage of Diddy?
I figured most journalists would not disclose their sources.
Does he know y'all have this in the doc?
I would doubt he knows.
So when this airs, that'll be the first time that his legal team, Diddy, that everybody knows that this footage is now seeing the light of day.
And here's where this really takes off. This isn't about one person, one scandal, one interview, or one documentary. This theory keeps expanding fast. According to the internet, this story is way bigger than any single name people are arguing about online. A theory that won't die keeps getting louder. People believe the entertainment industry isn't flat at all. It's shaped like a pyramid. At the bottom are the faces everyone recognizes, the stars and influencers pushed into the spotlight. Above them sit the moguls and icons. And at the very top, a layer nobody can clearly identify at all. That mystery is exactly what keeps people asking the same question over and over. If this pyramid is real, who's really sitting at the top? What makes it even stranger is that the so-called bottom of this pyramid doesn't feel small at all. Even the first level starts with names so powerful they don't need last names. Jay-Z and Beyonce are treated like royalty, final bosses who turn music into an empire. But rumor culture tells a different story. Across podcasts, TikTok breakdowns, Twitter threads, and YouTube deep dives, fans suggest even they might not be making the final calls.
You can tell that the people in power had gave that reign to Diddy, and Jay was next in line. So to separate him, when in fact, they may be two of the same, but because Jay-Z is low-key, that low-key sneaky shit, and Diddy is, and was rambunctious, just out with it. It don't mean that they're not two of the same. One just a little quieter with it.
And that's where Jaguar Wright keeps getting pulled back into the conversation. Her old interviews resurface nonstop, and whether people believe her or not, her impact is impossible to ignore. She comes off fast, loud, and emotional, like someone who saw things she was never supposed to see.
Last time, and Piers Morgan said it, they're not here to defend themselves. Do you think the Carters will speak about any of this? About
Beyonce
what's going
is
on?
losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything. Just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say something?
I mean, probably not, considering she's going to be indicted for anything she would say. These are criminals. Diddy is a and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there. How many up people does he have to be around before people see him for who he is?
It seems like these artists are trying to run away from their past. Diddy changed his name multiple times to say, that's not me. I'm trying to move beyond Diddy. I'm love now.
What kind of love? Baby oil love? Baby love? Explicit love, hey!
Her energy feels urgent, almost like she's racing the clock. She questions why certain interviewers dodge specific questions about Jay-Z, why certain topics never get touched, and why some rumors are allowed to float forever with zero answers. Critics say she's just telling stories, nothing more. Supporters say she's fearless, period. Either way, her words make one thing crystal clear. When powerful people stay silent, curiosity explodes. Silence doesn't calm anything, it makes people dig harder. Then there's the Aaliyah conversation, which refuses to fade even after more than 20 years. Online sleuths keep lining up timelines, relationships, personalities, and endless what-if theories. Nothing has ever been proven, and no official evidence has pointed at anyone. But the longer it goes unaddressed, the louder speculation gets. Once again, silence cranks everything up. Beyonce adds another heavy layer to this. She might be the most protected celebrity alive, shielded by success, legacy, cultural impact, and years of perfection, but that kind of protection doesn't slow conspiracy culture. It feeds it. When fame, money, and silence sit together, the internet fills in the blanks fast. That's why this first level of the pyramid never stays quiet. It's chaotic, emotional, and loaded with unanswered questions. These names stop being just artists. They turn into myths. And if the pyramid theory keeps climbing, the next layer moves past celebrities and straight into empires. This is where the moguls step into the frame, and two names always rise to the surface fast. Oprah Winfrey and Clive Davis dominate these conversations. And to be clear, no crimes have been proven. Still, their names keep popping up whenever people talk about behind-the-scenes influence. The reason is simple: power. Oprah didn't just build a talk show, she built a platform that shapes careers, culture, and even political conversations. When influence reaches that level, conspiracy culture follows immediately.
Wait, wasn't this all around the time when Aaliyah and Beyonce's solo career was struggling. Jam on your horn now. From the Austin Powers, some of the worst. They were having a hard time taking her solo. And then Aaliyah. And then they brought Rich Harrison in, and your love got me thinking so crazy right now. She liked.
People start questioning associations, alliances, moments of silence, and moments of visibility. Every photo, every handshake, every appearance turns into another puzzle piece online. Clive Davis represents something different in this theory. He's the old guard of the industry. Over 90 years old, still active, still respected, still influential in a business where most careers flame out fast. That kind of longevity makes people raise their eyebrows. Online chatter says staying power like that doesn't come without unanswered questions. That curiosity turns into speculation fast. Commentators point to his close relationship with Diddy, his role shaping Bad Boy Records, and his long involvement in Whitney Houston's career. After her passing, those connections became a breeding ground for rumor culture. Fans rewind interviews, line up timelines, and replay moments where Clive openly described his closeness with Diddy, questioning why his words still carry so much weight across the industry. There's still no proof of wrongdoing, but in the digital world, unanswered questions never stay quiet for long. And this is exactly where the theory shifts gears fast. With names like Oprah Winfrey and Clive Davis, the focus moves away from celebrity behavior and straight toward industry design itself. Online conversations stop being about fame and start circling money flow, legal teams, corporate boards, media alliances, and gatekeepers. Many believe this level isn't about talent anymore. It's about access. Who gets amplified, who gets protected, and who quietly fades out without explanation. Two powerful figures running massive empires, one in storytelling, one in music, and to conspiracy culture, that combination feels like real influence. Then the pyramid takes a turn nobody expected. Religion enters the picture. T.D. Jakes is one of the most recognizable pastors in the country, preaching to huge audiences across churches, television, and online platforms. Normally, that world stays separate from Hollywood. But rumor culture doesn't respect boundaries. When 50 Cent began posting jokes and hints about Jakes, it dragged the church world straight into entertainment conversations. Nothing was confirmed, no evidence surfaced, but conspiracy culture thrives on unexpected overlaps. Suddenly, people online were asking why a pastor's name was even showing up near celebrity headlines at all. Some viewers took it even further, saying religious influence can run deeper than money ever could. Power over belief, fear, forgiveness, guilt, and identity hits differently. It doesn't need contracts, cameras, or paperwork. It lives in people's minds. That idea feels cinematic, almost unreal, and because it sounds unbelievable, conspiracy culture leans in even harder. Clips of T.D. Jakes speaking about sin, repentance, and forgiveness started circulating everywhere. Cut up, reposted, stripped of context, and framed to look alarming. In full context, they were sermons. But rumor culture doesn't wait for explanations. Once his name floated near entertainment discussions long enough, the questions only got louder. And that's the real point. The question wasn't whether he did anything wrong. It was why a religious leader was being discussed in the same breath as the music industry at all. That overlap became gasoline online. This part of the theory even earned a nickname, the mystery layer, where industry whispers and faith whispers collide at the same time. Meanwhile, Elon Musk's role kept growing. Buying X didn't just make him a tech owner, it reshaped his position in rumor culture. Online, many believe data is the strongest weapon there is. Bigger than money, bigger than fame. Once people realized one man controlled a platform packed with private conversations between celebrities, executives, politicians, and entertainers, the conspiracy engine went into full overdrive. Suddenly, people started saying maybe he's holding receipts. Maybe buried messages connect worlds that were never supposed to overlap. Nothing confirms that at all. But in rumor culture, possibility alone keeps a story breathing. When Elon Musk spoke on the Joe Rogan Experience, he kept it broad. No names, no accusations, no direct shots. But hearing someone at that level say Hollywood is compromised was enough to send speculation into full overdrive. Sometimes it's not what's said, it's who's saying it. Almost instantly, the internet started imagining hidden vaults of data, secret message caches, archives, and deleted conversations that never really disappear online. people convince themselves Musk might be holding keys to something the public never even knew existed. To be clear, there's no sign he plans to leak anything. There's no proof he has dirt on celebrities. There's no evidence he wants smoke with Hollywood. But rumor culture doesn't need proof. It feeds on possibility. And the idea of Musk and 50 Cent moving in the same direction gives conspiracy fans everything they need. One idea dominates these conversations more than anything else: leverage. Not tabloid drama or messy scandals, but something deeper and harder to explain. Many believe the industry doesn't run on awards, album sales, money, or talent. It runs on information and secrets. In this version of Hollywood, success isn't about what you do on stage. It's about what people know about you behind closed doors. That belief turns Hollywood from a dream factory into a vault, stuffed with NDAs, private recordings, party stories, and moments caught by the wrong camera at the worst time. And fans swear they're seeing a pattern. New stars usually come in loud, fearless, and unfiltered. Then suddenly, something shifts. They get careful, polished, media-trained, and quiet. Rumor culture says that's not growth. That's a lesson being learned fast. Somewhere along the way, someone explains the rules and everything changes. People online keep asking why celebrities who swear they have nothing to hide still sign airtight disclosure agreements. Why A-listers dodge naming names. Why friendships feel calculated and conversations stay guarded. Everyone seems connected, but nobody speaks freely. To conspiracy fans, that silence isn't accidental. They believe it's contractual. That's why scandals hit so hard when they finally surface. If one secret slips out, rumor culture assumes dozens more were buried behind it. So when lawsuits hit headlines, people aren't shocked by the claims. They're shocked the wall cracked at all. Every settlement, every NDA payout, every sudden social media disappearance gets read as proof of something bigger underneath. Layer that with decades of whispered stories about Hollywood parties, and the mystery only grows. Mansions, no phone rules, private rooms, invitations that never get confirmed, executives showing up out of nowhere, actors sitting beside politicians with zero explanation. Nothing illegal, at least on paper, but strange enough to keep rumor culture spinning fast. Online theorists swear those parties aren't about fun at all. They believe it's about leverage. Who owes who, who's protected, and who's stuck playing along once the door closes. Being seen, being remembered, being documented. There's no evidence, just speculation. But that speculation refuses to cool off. When the latest lawsuits involving major entertainers hit the headlines, an old theory came roaring back to life. The blackmail rumor that's been floating around for decades, suddenly it felt charged again. Nothing has been proven, and every case is still moving through the courts. But online, millions of people reacted the same way. They believe this isn't the ending. It's the first crack. In rumor culture, one lawsuit is never just one story. It's seen as the first brick pulled from a much bigger wall. Then attention shifts to the lawyers. Social media users start noticing the same legal names popping up across multiple high-profile situations. Conspiracy channels light up fast. Nobody is accusing these lawyers of crimes. Instead, people are asking why such a small circle always seems to handle the most sensitive cases. To believers, that's not random, that's design. They argue the industry is tightly linked at every level. From legal teams to boardrooms to public relations, nothing moves freely. Every step is shielded in advance or carefully planned. Fans keep asking uncomfortable questions. If Hollywood is really clean, why are NDAs everywhere? Why are settlements expected? Why do gag orders feel normal? Why do certain documentaries never reach streaming platforms? Why do podcasts disappear without explanation? And why do actors suddenly freeze when the wrong names come up in interviews? To most people, these details sound boring or technical. To conspiracy-minded viewers, they look like the blueprint of a machine hiding in plain sight. Social media only makes this belief hit harder. One leaked text can flip a career overnight. One short clip pulled out of context can wreck a reputation built over decades. One rumor can erase millions in endorsements just like that. In this world, the most valuable currency isn't fame, it's protection. The belief is simple. Step out of line and a vault opens that nobody wants cracked. Some fans take it even further. They think this explains why certain stars keep winning awards long after public interest fades, why some careers never die, why some people walk through scandal after scandal untouched. According to rumor culture, that's not luck, that's insulation. A system built on secrets, favors, and shared risk. The idea stays simple but chilling. Everyone at the top allegedly holds something on everyone else. And the wild part? This theory doesn't need proof to survive. It lives because Hollywood looks too perfect, too polished, too controlled. People don't trust perfection anymore. They trust chaos. They trust whispers. They trust the belief that power always casts shadows. This layer of the pyramid goes way deeper than celebrity gossip. It suggests the industry runs on a silent agreement. I know your secrets, you know mine, and that's why nobody talks. Rumor culture believes if the truth behind that silence ever surfaced, the pyramid wouldn't just fall, it would burn. So when Elon Musk spoke about power players and Joe Rogan mentioned Jeffrey Epstein, even in broad and indirect ways, conspiracy networks connected the dots instantly. Online voices started saying maybe this pyramid doesn't stop at Hollywood at all. Maybe the pyramid doesn't stop at entertainment at all. Maybe it stretches into tech, politics, law, and finance too. That thought alone keeps rumor culture buzzing nonstop. The Jeffrey Epstein list is still sealed, and in that silence, imagination fills the gaps fast. When Epstein fell, many expected everything to unravel. It didn't. No dominoes dropped, no system collapsed, no full exposure followed. So the internet created its own explanation. Someone bigger must be shielding the structure. Online creators have started drawing loose comparisons between the Diddy lawsuits and Epstein's past. Not saying they're identical, not claiming direct links, just pointing out familiar patterns of power, silence, and protection. And in rumor culture, patterns are more than enough to keep the pyramid theory alive. At this point, the conversation is layers deep, built on speculation, shadow talk, and questions nobody seems ready to answer. None of this proves guilt. None of it confirms criminal networks. None of it proves a hidden pyramid running everything behind the scenes. But rumor culture doesn't survive on proof. It survives on silence, missing pieces, and that uneasy feeling that something just doesn't add up. People are hunting for answers across Hollywood, religion, tech power, celebrity behavior, and quiet influence. They want to know why certain topics never get touched, why interviews dodge specific names, why some figures fade away while others stay untouchable no matter what happens. This isn't a finished story, it's an open storm. And the biggest question is still hanging in the air. If this pyramid really exists, who's actually sitting at the top? A celebrity? A mogul? A politician? A billionaire? Or something nobody has even thought to look for yet? At the core, this story isn't just about rumors. It's about power, silence, and systems people are only now starting to question. Whether you believe every theory or not, the conversation isn't slowing down. The pressure keeps building. More names, more documents, and more reactions are clearly coming. So if you want to stay ahead of what's next, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay locked in. Because this story is far from over.